WHOW announcers will select that night's WHOW Serve Pro of Piattowit County's Clinton Maroon Player of the Game. They'll be highlighted in each WHOW Maroon post-game broadcast and get a certificate from WHOW and Serve Pro of Piattowit Counties. Remember, Serve Pro of Piattowit Counties, whether it's damage from a fire or Illinois storms, Serve Pro of Piattowit Counties will make it like it never even happened. Click their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest on the phone today, Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council. Good morning, Jerry. How are you, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Enjoying this beautiful September weather. Hopefully this holds up for your not only activities going on, but Arts in Central Park here around the corner. How about that?
Yeah, that's 3 weeks away. That is the weekend of September 21st and 22nd, Arts in Central Park. It's like the 62nd annual Arts in Central Park. It's a jury fine arts show that takes place in downtown Decatur. And we kick off on Friday night, actually, from 5 to 7 with what we call our preview party. Mm-hmm. And people can contact us if they're interested in being a part of that. But the only stipulation in terms of having the opportunity to attend is that you promise that you will buy at least one piece of artwork over the course of the weekend. And then you can come on down on Friday from 5 to 7. There'll be some refreshments, and most of the artists will be set up in the park, and that'll give you the first opportunity to browse to see what they have to exhibit and sell, and purchase some of that artwork on Friday night.
For sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Then we go into Saturday and Sunday. Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. There'll be 70 art booths set up throughout the park. That's quite an increase for us this year. We've been struggling after COVID to rebuild our event to what it was before COVID, and I think we've done it this year. So we're excited about having so many artists from 7 or 8 different states coming in.
Yeah, sure. So, Jerry, you mentioned, of course, kind of that VIP experience on the Friday. Is it too late to get tickets for that?
No, and you would just call the Arts Council, 217-423-3189. Just check our website, decaturarts.org, for contact info if you need to. If you couldn't write that down as quickly as I said it. But you can give us a call or send us an email and say you'd like to be a part of the VIP preview party, and we'll put you on our list. And when you show up, we'll give you a special tag to wear, and there'll be some refreshments, like I said, and live music, and you'll have the opportunity to buy artwork. And that's the only requirement to be a part of that event, is that you promise that you will indeed buy at least one piece of artwork over the course of the weekend.
Sure. Well, and remind us, Jerry, kind of the purpose of Arts in Central Park. Folks might think, oh, this is a big fundraiser for the Arts Council, but from what I understand, that's not the case. Remind us kind of the backstory of this event and why you do it.
Yeah, it really is an opportunity for artists from throughout the Midwest to come and display and sell their artwork. That's what it's about. We do charge them a fee to set up in the park over the weekend, but we don't take any percentage of their sales. So it really is to give them the opportunity to work as professional artists and make some money.
Easy enough. So is it too late for artists to be a part of this event if they're listening out there?
It is. The deadline was actually in June, and we've got the whole park already mapped out, and everybody knows where they go and where they're supposed to set up and when they're supposed to be there, et cetera, et cetera. So we're just in the process of making sure all our ducks in a row, and then off we go.
Yep, sure.
So,
well, go ahead, Jerry. I'm sorry.
We've got lots of things beyond just the art that take place throughout the weekend as well. We have some kids' art activities that are going to be provided by Thinkwell Makerspace, which is a new and exciting venture just across the street from Central Park in the building where the Decatur Public Library is. And Thinkwell Makerspace will be having a variety of kids' activities you can in the park, and I think they'll have their space open across the street so people can go and explore that as well. They'll be there on both days, Saturday and Sunday. from 11 to the kids' activities start at 11. The fair itself starts at 10. Kids' activities start at 11, and then on Saturday we'll have a caricature artist. And also on Saturday, we're going to have some Millikan University students making balloon animals for kids. So that's going to add to the fun as well.
Sure. Well, Jerry, when it comes to this event, obviously showcases local artists, and in a way, I venture a guess it probably gives maybe some new artists to the scene a chance to make their presence known and give folks an idea of what they do. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe we have about 30% of the artists who are going to be in the park this weekend for Arts in Central Park. Not this weekend, but the weekend of Arts in Central Park, September 21st and 22nd, are new to our event. We like to have artists come back because that gives us some consistency, and a lot of people like to check out and buy more stuff from the artists that they like, but it's also makes it extra fun to have new artists to see and appreciate and purchase from each year, and this is going to be a good one for that.
Should be very good. Well, one more time, Jerry, the when and where on the Arts in Central Park.
Arts in Central Park is the third weekend of September 21st and 22nd, from 10 to 5 on Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. And just want to throw in a little shout-out for our sponsors. Also, Amherst Hardy Foundation, BC Bank, Decatur Convention and Visitors Bureau, Hickory Point Bank, CEFQ, Romano Company, and Nelson's Catering are all helping us out with this event.
Very good. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, our guest on the phone here for this morning. Well, Jerry, with that said, of course, we are just on the other side of a new month, which means a new exhibit at the Ann Lloyd Gallery. Tell us about this month's exhibit. How about that?
Right. We change exhibits every month in the Ann Lloyd Gallery here in our building in downtown Decatur. And starting this Friday, the artwork has been delivered this weekend. An artist out of Chicago. Her name is Nancy Nateau Cassidy. And it's very expressionistic kind of art. But one of the things that makes it particularly impressive is the sheer scale of the paintings. Most of them are like 3-4 feet square. Some of them much larger than that. One actually almost fills an entire wall. But they're bright and colorful, very abstract and expressionistic, as I said. One of the things that makes her work particularly interesting is her technique. She's inspired by nature, and sometimes she will take a blank canvas out into the woods with her as she communes with the nature, and she'll let the wind and the sunlight and everything inspire her, and she, in a way, she kind of dances in front of the canvas and draws on it based on the inspiration she's getting, and takes that back and creates her paintings that are inspired by nature.
This should be an interesting one, I think.
Yeah. Like I said, very abstract, but again, colorful and fun. And I'm just kind of fascinated by her technique, her dancing technique. I've never heard of that before, and I find that really interesting.
Well, Jerry, I know you do a First Friday Gallery Walk, so tell us about this one. Comes up on Friday. How about it? Right.
First Friday Gallery Walk is what we usually sponsor and host to open our exhibits this Friday at September 6th from 5 to 7 p.m. Our gallery will be open, and you can come in. Nancy, the artist, will be here as well. We'll have light refreshments and probably some live music, and you can come in and check out the art, meet the artist. Next door to us is the Blue Connection, and it is a student-run gallery by Millikan University, and the student artist will be in there with her work, exhibiting that. She spent the summer over there creating artwork as part of a scholarship program, and so that'll be on display. And then around the corner at Gallery 510, at the same time, is the artwork of Barbara Dove, a local Decatur artist, will be featured, in addition to a variety of other pieces of art created by members of the Gallery 510 group.
So a lot going on this month, it sounds like.
Yeah, and that's really kind of just the beginning. Our season has really kicked off. Summer, we're kind of busy, but boy, September really kicks in and things really start happening with a new exhibit, Arts in Central Park. We've even put out a call for artists to sign up to sell their creations in our holiday gift shop. It's not too early to be thinking about the Christmas holidays and the holiday gift-giving season.
Yeah, let's talk about the gift shop, Jerry. That's where I wanted to go next. You know, the Ann Lloyd Gallery kind of transforms itself into a nice little holiday, place of shopping. How about that?
Right, and we invite local artists who create fine art and fine crafts to apply to be a part of our holiday gift shop. You can go to our website, decaturarts.org, and find out more about it and download the guidelines and the application as well. So our holiday gift shop is open from November 8th through December 21st, and it's easy. You apply. We review what you have to offer and let you know if you're going to be a part of our gift shop. And then on a certain date, you bring everything in, and our staff and volunteers get it out all for display. You don't have to stick around. It's not where you have a booth like at an art fair. We have it all on display for those 5 or 6 weeks. And we make the sales, and when it's all over, we cut you a check and tell you when to come and pick up whatever might be left over. So It's a really very simple process for local artists to sell what they've made.
What are some of the guidelines? You mentioned the guidelines to be a part of this. What do those look like?
Well, things like it all has to be original work, things that you've created yourself. None of that buy-sell kind of business, which happens sometimes. But other than that, there aren't too many limitations in terms of what it can be. It certainly doesn't have to be holiday-related. It can be photos or fiber art. We just heard somebody contact us about they make Afghans and they crochet things, and those are certainly options. Jewelry, paintings, photography, all those things are welcome as well. We've got some quality woodworkers that bring things in, people who make hats and mittens, wearable stuff, scarves. So it could be just about anything that is giftable. That is our primary suggestion to artists, is something that's giftable, both in the type of piece that it is as well as pricing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and again, Jerry, much like Arts in Central Park, I feel like this is another good opportunity for local artists to kind of get their name out there and create some awareness for themselves and what they do.
Absolutely. In this case, we do take a percentage of the sales.
Sure.
It's a good opportunity for artists, but it also helps generate a little bit of revenue for the Arts Council. That keeps us going, keeps our doors open.
Easy enough. Well, Jerry, what's the best way for folks to learn about, one, the latest with the Ann Lloyd Gallery, the upcoming exhibits and those sorts of things, but again, also the holiday gift shop? Where do they go for that?
The best thing to do is to go to our website, decaturarts.org, and find the different pages that have to do with these different events. There's some downloads that will give you the guidelines and the applications. You can also go to our Facebook page where we post things every day about what we're doing and what's going on in the community. So that's another great source of information about what's going on in the local arts scene in Decatur.
Very good. Well, Jerry, let's take a break here, my friend. Come back with some more. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, our guest on the phone. More to come with Jerry on The Morning Show.
WHOW
2024.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and wheat all higher at this hour. September corn up a nickel, 383. December corn up 3.5, 404.5. March corn 422 3/4, up 3 3/4. September beans 985, up 3. November beans up 3/4, $10 3/4. January beans 1018 3/4, up 1 3/4. September wheat 538 1/4, up 5.5. December wheat up 5.5, 557. September bean meal 317.50, that's up 5.90. September bean oil 41.75, down to $1.39. Livestock market, September feeders 240.82, up 35 cents. October live cattle 179.40, up 80 cents. October lean hogs 80.90, down to $1.32. Energy market at this hour, October crude oil 70.93, It's down 262. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
Now you can listen to WHOW on any Amazon Alexa-enabled device. There are 3 easy steps. Step 1.
Download the free Alexa app by going to the App Store on your mobile device.
Step 2. Enable our skill by going to the menu, select Skills, then find WHOW, open the skill.
Step 3. Activate the skill by saying, Alexa, play WHOW Radio.
That's all there is to it.
And to stop the WHOW stream, just say, Alexa, stop.
WHOW now on the Amazon Alexa app.
Are you wanting to learn more about your health and wellness options in Central Illinois? Visit stealthwellness.com or click on my banner ad at DeWittDailyNews.com. Let me, Dr. Bill Byers, show you some simple, under-the-radar ways to improve and take control of your health.
This is Brett Zerfowski with Central Cremation Center. We have expanded our business and now offer private pet cremations to memorialize your loyal companion. Find out more about us by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, our guest on the phone today. Jerry, let's dive into classes and bus trips. What do you have going on?
We have a whole variety of classes that start here in September and run well into November. Classes for kids and adults starting in the next week. Actually, this Thursday, we have 2 classes that are 4-week classes each. They meet on Thursday for the next 4 weeks, starting September 5th. One is a poetry class. It's called Around the World with Poetic Forms, and the instructor will you'll touch on different poetry forms found in different countries, which I find pretty interesting. It does say, including Japan, but not haiku, which I think kind of intrigues me because most people are kind of familiar with haiku, but they're going to go beyond that. The other class that starts on Thursday and runs for the next 4 weeks is our social dance class, which we've been offering for a while. So if you want to brush up on your dance skills for a wedding or just for fun, that's a great one to sign up for, and that is an adult class for adults. We also have a class starting in September 11th that runs well into November. It's called Sketching with Soul. It's a 10-week drawing class for kids, and it is presented by the Millikan Community Arts Academy, and so the instructors are actually a couple of Millikan University art therapy students, and it sounds like it should be a lot of fun for kids to learn techniques and hone their skills when it comes to drawing. We have a decoupage chair class where you can decoupage a chair and take that home with you. We supply the chair, and you supply all the paper goods that you need to create that piece. Another writing class called Writing the Personal Essay, which starts in October. A few classes for kids. Autumn leaf printmaking on October 5th. Pastel pumpkin painting October 11th or 12th rather, and then constructing a haunted house October 19th. So lots of stuff coming up. And one of the things that we've been offering for quite some time that's very popular are the 8-week series Homeschool Art Series for people to homeschool their kids and want to enhance their curriculum with art classes. And then an after-school art series, which is similar to the homeschool series, only it's offered from 4 to 5:30 p.m. for kids who attend regular public schools, and the parents still would like to have their kids expand their arts education opportunities.
Very good. So a lot of things happening, Jerry. Again, where do folks go to keep up with all of it?
Go to DecaturArts.org and click on the Education tab, and you can learn all about all these different arts class opportunities.
Very good. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, our guest on the phone this morning. Jerry, let's highlight quickly those bus trips and where you're going and who you're seeing. How about those?
Well, every season we go take bus trips to the Fabulous Fox Theater to see touring Broadway shows, and this year we're going to see in November, which unfortunately the bus is sold out. We are building a waiting list. November is A Beautiful Noise, the Neil Diamond musical. In January, we're going to see Six, which is a fun romp of about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, only as told by pop divas. And then in February is Shucked, a fun show about a town that is, like I guess a Midwestern farming town. Shucked is all about corn. A fun musical that I've heard great things about. Another one in February is Some Like It Hot, which is based on the old movie with Marilyn Monroe and Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis. A really interesting show in April called Kimberly Akimbo, about a girl who moves into a new town and tries to figure out where she fits in. And then one that I find interesting, it's called And Juliet. That's in May, but it's called And Juliet. And imagine what would have happened if Juliet had not died along with Romeo at the end of the Romeo and Juliet story and went on to live a different life beyond that.
So a lot of good ones on the way, it sounds like. And again, Jerry, just the cost, what folks get with that ticket, and how they get that ticket. How about those things?
Well, all our tickets, which include a motor coach ride from Decatur to the fabulous Fox Theater, will let you off at the door. You go inside. You have a delicious buffet meal there at the theater. You get premium seats for this matinee show on a Thursday in most cases, and then the ride back along with a snack. And for all that, including the bus trip, the bus driver's tip, all that is included, and that's $249 for each ticket to take that ride. Let us do all the driving and manage your lunch and all those things.
Very good. Well, Jerry, I'll tell you what, again, where do folks go for that ticket? And again, how do they get more information on where you're going and when?
You can learn more at our website, decaturarts.org. Everything that I've talked about is on our website.
Jerry, 1 minute. Let's wrap it up, reminding folks about of course, today, the deadline for those arts grants. Just give us a kind of quick 1 minute summary of what's going on there.
Well, 3 times a year, September, February, and May, we offer a deadline for not-for-profit groups that are within our service area can apply for some financial support for a project or program that they're doing that is arts-focused. The deadline is today for this time, and then the next deadline is February 1st and then May 1st. So if you have an event that's happening in the next year and need some financial support, give us a call or go to our website to find out more about whether you qualify or not.
Very good, Jerry. Always good to talk to you, my friend. Thanks for making time for us.
Thank you very much.
Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council, our guest on the phone. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Network news on the way on the morning show.